Hello. How does it look? How does it look? A little better, I hope, than last week. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Blaholtzen, Happy Crimson Tuesday. Mouse Miss, hello. Jim Plays Games, Happy Crimson Tuesday. Ferrari, heyo. ATM Machine, hello, hello. Good to see you. Welcome back. And you know what? It's funny that you say nice lighting, Mousimus, because this is exactly the same lighting conditions I had last week, and throughout all the time that I stream, it's the same lighting. And the difference in camera, well, the camera makes a really big difference, let's just say. Yes. Yes, it's a considerable upgrade, and it's one of those things where I can't believe it took me this long to do it, but I'm really glad that I eventually got around to it. Oh, ATM Machine, do we finally learn about the scintillating, many-faceted Scarlet Emerald? We are not. What we are learning about today is one of my favorite semi-precious gemstones, which does happen to be red. And we'll talk about that really soon. Sled Studio such wow, yes. Afarama, hello, hello. Bill Kuhn, hello. Eden Waith, good to see you. And I'm glad you say the audio is good because I did some sound tests before stream and I thought it sounded a little low. But it might be just the speakers on the Wacom might not be that great. They might be just about as good as the camera. So, just a Jeffy, hello, good to see you. Mini quality, such crisp. Agree. Yes, we're learning about the new earrings today. So I did do a little bit of arts and crafts on the weekend, just a little bit. It actually took the whole thing probably took less than 5 minutes to do, but it was kind of working up to it that was kind of the issue, because I had to glue some cabochons into a setting, and that's a big commitment, and I'm not really good with committing to things, so that it took a bit of psyching myself up to do it. But we will talk about it, and I have a little mini presentation for you guys about the semi-precious gemstone in these earrings, which I wonder if anyone can guess what the semi-precious stone is in the earrings. Just a Jeffy. It's been a while since I tuned into the stream, but please someone tell me the current status of the bucket. The bucket is there. The bucket is much improved. We will be taking a look at the bucket tonight, and you will see the bucket tonight, and we will work on things around the bucket. Yes, that's the goal today. That's the goal today. Oh, I know, Jim Plays Games. The irony. Not really good at committing to things while developing a game for years. So, ATM Machine is guessing garnet. And I've also got the same one around my neck. You can see it's a beautiful color. It's a matching color. Red marble, Edenwaith. It is a bad guess. Yes, Deluxe Tux, good to see you. Is it a clear autumn evening because things are looking crisp today? Yes, I did buy a webcam. It was the one that Dan recommended. It's the Logitech C920, I believe it is. Specifically the C920S, which has a privacy shutter on it, which I guess the S stands for shutter or something. But it's pretty much the same as any C920. Red agate mouse mist, good guess, but no. This one has I think more translucence than I have a pair of earrings that have red agate in them, and the one I have at least is more opaque, but I'm sure there's variation. No changing the bucket to Mr. Bucket. No, Mr. Bucket, the bucket is doing well. It's nice and warm looking. It's lit by firelight, and I'm pretty happy with the current state of the bucket. So we will be visiting the bucket soon. ATM Machine, very good. It is indeed carnelian. Very good guess. You are right on the money. Albionium, hello. Welcome to stream. Hello, Protoman16. Yes, these are carnelian. These are carnelian beads. These are carnelian earrings that I made myself, and we're gonna get into that. But first, I'm going to. We're gonna first talk about again for people who are just tuning in. Happy Crimson Tuesday. This week is an art stream. Last week was a music stream, and Dan composed a beautiful piece. Oh, Rigarina, thank you for following. Wow, I'm wondering. Hold on, let me get my dockable windows because I didn't hear a sound, but there should be a sound. Did you guys hear a sound? Oh, that's not it. Did you guys hear a sound when that happened? Because I did not. And when I tested it, I did, but Twitch activity feed. Okay. Okay, you heard a sound? Okay, quitting quarantine, heard a sound. You heard the alert? I did not hear the alert. Mousemus did not hear the alert. Oh, Blaholton, thank you. Thank you for liking the earrings. And it's funny, Jim Plays Games, you say, is it cherry flavored? Because apparently one of the root words that they think was the origin for the word carnelian is the word for cherry. So very good. Well done. Oops, I'm just trying to... Okay, Gustos247, thank you for the follow. I'm just trying to rearrange my... Oh, here we go. Put it here. My OBS and just... Oh, here. There, I want it over there. Okay, good. Okay, yes. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Scantrahan, for the follow as well. Rigarina for the follow. Okay, yes. Yeah, so the when I was reading the Wikipedia article on carnelian, it turns out that, yeah, so some word for cherry, because they do kind of resemble cherries. And Bill Kuhn says the C920S is by far the best webcam under $100 for the money, for quality and features. I don't have any experience with webcams except for this one, and it's a real winner as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Okay. Great. Great. I heard it, but it was low. What I would have to do is I have to adjust the sound on the Streamlabs, which I can do. You heard a Windows alert sound? Oh no. Cosmic Void 3, good to see you. Good evening. Yes, so, but what I'll do is now that I have the activity feed on the OBS, I shouldn't miss anything, even if I kind of want to. I want to adjust my Streamlabs volume though, actually, because I don't want to miss that. Okay, the follow alert was a bit quiet. Okay, you know what? I don't want to miss anything, so I'm gonna just really quickly go into Streamlabs, my Streamlabs. You guys won't see this part, and I'm just gonna adjust the volume on the notifications. But I will try to do a dev update at the same time. I'm just polishing up Chapter 4. It's done, as I said, from beginning to end. Chapter 4 is finished, but I'm just adding some text parsers in because, you know, new parts of the storyline get added, so I have to add in new things that you can ask the other characters. And so that's what I'm kind of doing right now. That's all what I'll be doing tonight. But yes, I'm going to just get the alert box here. And let's see here. I am going to just sound a little bit up, a little bit. Let's take it up to 6% for the notifications. General settings. Okay. It's funny because in Streamlabs, it looks like you have to adjust every single one of these manually, and it doesn't let you do it globally. There is a setting for setting the volume in for the Streamlabs notifications in OBS, but it never seems to work for me. Aha! Oh. Was that someone doing something, or was that just me testing something? Test raids. Oh. Okay, that's me testing. Never mind. Don't worry about that. Disregard. Disregard. But I'm hearing it now, which is good. Raids. Yep. Okay. This looks better. This sounds better. Hosting. Okay. I'm just gonna... Never mind. Oh. Yeah. Sorry. I just want to do this on the fly. And if anything sounds too low or too high or whatever, just let me know. This is kind of the... Oh no. I'm hitting the wrong stuff. I'm hitting the wrong stuff. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Never you mind. Never you mind. It's fine. It's all good. Thank you. Yes, Chapter 4 is done, but yeah, like I said, I gotta test it now and add some parses. Yes, thank you, ATM Machine. Apparently the Latin word cornus, cherry, was used because it was hard like animal horn, cornu. Yes, something like that. Great. Okay, so, that's the dev update. I don't really have much else to say about that, but I do want to show, just for comparison's sake, oh, not that. Here is, oh, where is it? Where'd it go? Hold on. Let me, properties. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so here is last week's stream where I was using the exact same lighting conditions but this is the built-in Wacom camera, the one that you're seeing on the main screen right now. So I didn't adjust the saturation or the clarity or any of the video settings from last week to this week. All that has changed is the webcam. Oh, thank you too for dinner, TFD. Thank you for congratulating me on chapter 4. It's officially finished, but it's not finished, right? Like, yeah. Crimson diamond mug filled with a beverage. Nice, Eating Wraith. Yes, let us do this. But yeah, you can see. Yeah, it's funny because it's exactly the same lighting that I've been using, and but yeah, so that just kind of speaks for itself, really. So pretty pleased with that. Okay, so let us get on to the little presentation I have prepared on Carnelian, and then we will get into the art. Yeah. A stream in a stream. Hey, Davor. Okay, so let's talk about these earrings. Okay, so a few things about Carnelian. I have notes. It has a Mohs hardness of 6 or 7, which is pretty decent. And what I love about Carnelian, first of all, is the color. The color is amazing. The second best thing about Carnelian is it's actually pretty cheap. Like, it's pretty cheap if you want to buy some. And if you want to buy, you know, beads for a necklace, or if you want to make earrings like this. Play a clip in this stream is Triple Julia. Oh, one extra tip. If you lock exposure on the camera, it won't brighten and darken. It does when you move around. Oh. Davor, oh, thanks. Thanks for the subscription. Awesome. Thank you. How do I lock exposure? We'll figure that out. Okay, so let's just go to Big Julia again so I can show you. So this Carnelian, these Carnelians are 18 millimeter, which is about 0.7 inch rounds, cabochons, which are domed. So they're kind of domed looking, and they came in a pair of 2, and the price to buy a Carnelian of this size, a pair of them, was $7.10 US. So it's a really economical choice if you love, you know, bright red jewelry that it also has a beautiful translucence to it. So it's wonderful. It's versatile and just lovely. Deluxe Tux, if there are 2 of you, one would be totally evil and then one and have a black goatee. The Mirror Universe you. So let's talk about Carnelian for a little bit. So let's go back to the Carnelian real quick. Okay, so this is a signet ring that was made in like ancient Roman times, and they would, you know, use it to seal the wax on documents and stuff. And the reason they did this apparently was hot wax does not stick to Carnelian. I would imagine hot wax would not stick to many stones, but for whatever reason, they decided that was one of the reasons they would use it in signet rings. You can see that it takes carving beautifully. Carnelian jewelry has been found as long ago as 10,000 BCE, the early Neolithic period. So they find bits of jewelry and carved things from 10,000 years ago with this stone. Second Kyle, good to see you. Rotorents Al, yes, thank you. I'm glad you like the background. Yeah, it's my extendable banner that I would take to me to events when those used to happen. And of course, beautiful quilted Nancy that my mom made for me, which is so special and such a treasure. And I can't wait to bring her on the road when that happens again. Oh, Albionium, what if you only like things other people can't afford? That's a little bit harder to manage, but it probably is doable. Jim Plays Games, what is it made of? Okay, so Carnelian is a variety of chalcedony, which is a silicon oxide based stone, I think, and the red is from iron oxide impurities. Yes, Mama Minamata. Super props to Mama Minamata. She did that in a bit more than a month. Yeah, I just love it. I love it so much, and I can't wait to put it up beside my banner when I get to go to events again. It's really special to me. So let's see. Yes, there were beads in the early Neolithic period, 10,000 BC, E for carnelian, and even Egyptian scarab. So I've got a few pictures here. So this you can see is a beautiful signet ring. Here is again, you can see a cameo. Well, it's a signet cameo, and you can see how beautifully carnelian will take carving. And this was from thousands and thousands of years ago. And here is an intaglio carved again. This is I think also ancient Rome. Hey, to dinner TFD, thank you for the follow. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so I believe this is Roman. I think this other thing is Roman. It's got some Latin on there. Oh, it says whatever that says. This might not be. I don't know. I thought I just grabbed some stuff off the Wikipedia article for the most part. Yeah, exactly. ATM machine. I looked up how to pronounce Chalcedony. I actually looked up on YouTube. There are channels that tell you how to pronounce stuff. So I would usually pronounce it Chalcedony or Chalcedony, and apparently it's Chalcedony or Chalcedony. So, and unfortunately, I don't know how to reorient these properly. These are pictures I took at the British Museum when I went to Adventure X in 2019, and these are some examples of carnelian jewelry from, I believe it was ancient Rome. And I'm sorry that they are you get the idea. Just beautiful jewelry. This is gold and carnelian. And of course I can't tell you in detail what these are, but I do have them somewhere where I took the pictures of the numbered stuff. But all these are artifacts from either ancient Rome or Egypt. You can see there's a bit of an Egyptian, like a sphinx or something here. So this might be even ancient Egyptian jewelry. This was all at the British Museum. Here is a scarab. Egyptians would carve scarabs out of carnelian as well. And here is a close-up of the earrings that I'm wearing right now, that I made. And all this is just this piece of earring setting, whatever these are called, and then this round setting, which is kind of a brass, I believe this is. And then I would just glued the carnelian in with like an industrial strength adhesive. I was kind of worried that you'd see the glue through the carnelian because it is translucent, but I think it's hidden pretty well. Fractal Mind Mike, hello, good to see you. Welcome to stream. I'm just showing a little bit of semi-precious gemstone stuff. The Crimson Diamond, it kind of has a lot of my own personal interest in it, and one of those things is gemstones and semi-precious gemstones. And I managed to make my own pair of earrings the past weekend, and I'm just wanting to show people this beautiful and economically priced semi-precious gemstone. Yeah, Dave, I don't know, like, I guess the thing is with these is they haven't really been polished in a little while. They probably haven't been polished. I hope they haven't been polished, since they were found, really. This one's pretty shiny. You'd hope not anyway, because anyone who's ever seen Antiques Roadshow knows not to polish anything, because it's kind of really hard to judge the age of stuff if you do that. And it can take away value if you polish and clean stuff. So if you have any antiques, probably don't polish them or clean them yourself. Oh good, welcome then. I'm glad you managed to catch a stream tonight. Yeah, tonight is an art stream. Next week hopefully will be a music stream. I have to ask Dan about that, but yeah, if you just go on I've got a YouTube channel. I don't even know. Okay, yeah, I've got a YouTube channel that is there, but the link doesn't look like it wants to work. But last week was a music stream, and Dan composed a beautiful piece with a Roland MT32 for the game. So if you ever want to catch that, yeah. So it's really wonderful that I could buy a pair of carnelian cabochons that are this size, but they were like $7 for the pair of them. So yeah, exactly. We don't polish the paint off anything. Just leave it as it is. And oh yeah, so I guess at this point it's only 24 minutes in, so I should probably introduce myself and introduce the game that I'm working on, which is what we'll be streaming tonight, the rest of the night. I'm Julia Minamata. Welcome to stream. I stream game art and game music with musician Dan Polakar, and I'm the solo indie dev behind the Crimson Diamond, which is a graphical text parser mystery adventure game set in Northern Ontario in the early 1900s. And I'm going to show a trailer now, and so you guys can get an idea of the kind of game it is. It might look familiar to you if you were a fan of old Sierra games from the 1990s, 1980s. The color palette is very, I guess, classic retro, and the music is also classic retro because, as I mentioned, Dan is using a Roland MT32 to make the music, to make it all kind of look authentic, but it's not going to play authentically necessarily. I want to make it easier to play than the old stuff. Oh, just a Jeffy, I'm glad you like the art streams. I sometimes get worried that they're a bit boring for people, so I try to mix it up a little bit by showing stuff here and there. So thank you, I'm glad you like them. Yes, exactly. ATM machine, a lot of jewelry was sort of these domed shapes. Um, the cut faceted gems that we see now, well, first of all, yeah, you need certain specialized tools to do that, but also the stones you're working with have to have a certain amount of clarity for those facets to actually enhance um, like that sparkle. Because I don't think, for instance, if you cut a carnelian that way, I don't even know if a carnelian will take cuts that way. It's like certain kinds of stones have certain crystalline structures underlaying them that help, I think, when it comes to cutting. And I don't know if carnelian is one of them, but I don't know if carnelian would benefit from that type of cut as well. Hmm. Fractal Mind Mike wants to know. Oh, you love the Colonel's Bequest? Yeah, I love it too. It's definitely my biggest influence with this. And will the Crimson Diamond become to GOG or GOG? I hope so. I hope so. I kind of tried to get my demo on GOG, and I don't think they're really into putting demos up. But I hope the final game will be up. And if it doesn't get to be on GOG, I'll definitely put it on itch.io for sure, because the demo's up there. Oh, good. Art is your favorite. Nice. Okay, thank you, Slat Studio. Yes. Yes, art streams forever. Well, hopefully not forever, because hopefully the game will eventually be finished at some point, but it does feel like forever sometimes. No, I have not seen the play Tamara. I have not. That is. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, totally stream the demo if you want to stream the demo. In fact, Fractal Mind Mike, if you stream and you want to stream the demo, please give me a heads up because I like to hang out and chat and and watch if you don't mind because I like watching people play it so I can get pointers on how I can improve certain aspects. If you get stuck on anything, I like to help out, things like that. I'm no guarantee that I'll be able to make it, but I really try to when people do that. Nice, thank you, awesome, awesome. Oh, tomorrow is a specialized play that requires a distinct house or something as the venue. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, you can't wait for art stream for Crimson Diamond too? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let us get into Photoshop and we're going to see what we're going to be working on today. In fact, I did have another special idea because today is really the first day I'm doing an art stream with my new hardware, which is the Wacom Mobile Studio Pro 16. So I have set it up, but I do want to kind of optimize how my tools work. So I'll show you what that looks like, you guys. Oops. Okay. Yeah, and you're right, Dave. Where the thing about Colonel's Bequest, it did have a more modern design philosophy where you didn't really get stuck so much on puzzles, but it was more about experiencing a story in the setting, which I really did take a big cue on for the Crimson Diamond. Yes, and the actors move around from room to room. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I do that in the Crimson Diamond as well. I love that aspect. Yeah, ATM machine. I've heard of that type of play. I just didn't know what that it was called that. Oh, you're in Australia, so streaming times might be difficult. Okay. Well, anyway, just let me know. I tend to stay up pretty late, so we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, if I can't catch it live, I can try to catch it after the fact. Oh, nice. Okay. So Deluxe Tux says, okay, for the pixel art folks here, if you're interested, There's an indie game pixel art contest on at the moment to design a sprite for an upcoming game, Lone Fungus. Okay, thank you, Deluxe Tux. And tomorrow was the play of that type that influenced Roberta Williams. That's really cool. That's really cool to know. I did not know that. Okay, so. Oh, yeah, one thing. Oh, hold on, 1 second. I did want to turn on something before this. I wanted to show a quick picture. Okay. This is the Wacom Mobile. Oh, I can't even see it right now. That was an oversight. Okay, so so this is the Wacom Mobile Studio Pro 16, which is what I'm streaming from and what I will be drawing on today. And it's basically a drawing tablet that is also a computer. And you can see where the camera is on it. It's kind of halfway down on the right-hand side, which is super awkward, which is one of the reasons. Oh, what was the notification? How come that didn't show up? Yeah, so this camera, the placement of it and the quality of the video that I was getting is one of the reasons I got the Logitech webcam and pretty much ordered it the next day. Oh, cool. So Roberta Williams tried to hire, I believe, would that be the writer of that play, the playwright ATM machine, for the game? How is the position on the stylus on the screen? It's a Wacom. It is pretty gorgeous. I'll do some demonstrating. But yeah, so that's where the camera is. This is the stylus for it. And here we have a bunch of buttons and a radial menu. This dial is a bit of a radial menu, and I'll show how that works. But it has a bunch of other on-screen like tooltips and buttons you can trigger. And so the idea being is that I should be able to access all my usual tools and tooltips without having to deal with a mouse or a keyboard when I'm drawing on it. So that's the idea, but it's not really been optimized yet. So I'm hoping while we're streaming art tonight, I can remap some stuff here and there. So why don't we take a look here? So. Okay, you don't think Austin wrote tomorrow? Okay. Just another playwright then, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to take the stylus, and I'm actually going to hold. Let me move this a bit. So what we have here is, I don't know if caps lock on, caps lock off. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the size of the cursor, but I'm dialing up and down the radial menu to size up and down the brush. So there that is. Although I feel like there's a bit of delay here, which is kind of weird. And the same radial menu can be used to, oh, it keeps going up. Hold on. I'm trying to demonstrate this. It's not going very well. It just seems to be locked in and up. Hold on. I can cycle layers with the same radial menu here, which is not being that responsive right now. Do I have too much stuff open? Oh, I didn't play the trailer. I will do that later. Uh-oh, what was that? We can't see? Okay. Sorry about that. What is going on, though? What is going on? Hold on, I'm just trying to... It's really surprisingly chugging, which is not something... Okay. Picture's still up, can't see. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, it's weird. Right now, it's kind of... I don't know what's happening. This is a kind of a... Wow. It's really chugging. This is a bit of a dry run for the art stream with the new hardware, and I'm kind of concerned. Photo is obscuring the view. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me... Okay. Yeah. Super Pro over here. Give me a second. Give me a second. I will turn that off once everything stops going crazy. Okay. Photoshop, turn off the Wacom photo. Right. Okay, sorry about that. It's all a mess. Okay. So, what is happening here? I was getting some crazy lag. Okay, so, cycling layers. Okay, it's just really laggy. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, CGG Guild, good to see you. I'm streaming at 1080. Please drop. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, thank you guys for your help. I'm still working all this out. Can I do that on the fly though? Video output 30 FPS. Okay. Stream output. Where is the thank you for the tech tech help on the fly. Okay, very high. Okay. Restart. Okay, we will restart. Okay. All right. So, where do I need to change? Where are the settings that I need to change? Video bitrate is 6,000. Okay, 2,500. Let's do that. Where would be the FPS stuff? And output resolution. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I will shut. Okay, I see it. Okay, okay. I changed the output. I was able to change one setting, so hopefully that'll fix things. If it doesn't, I'll restart the stream. We'll see here. Okay, that already helps, kind of. Okay. That's already helping. Maybe I won't have to restart. Okay, that's already better. It's not going crazy anymore. Okay, I definitely have more control now. Yeah. Well, we can try it like this, I guess. And if I feel like I need to actually restart, then I will, but it looks like changing the bitrate on the fly, it seems to be going okay for now. So let me just switch it back to Photoshop. So I kind of knocked the bitrate all the way down to 2,500. So hopefully that'll be what we need. But I do want to show, I guess, pixel art's really not the best showcase for the stylus control and the brush dynamics. So I'm opening up a plain canvas. Yeah, looks a lot. Okay, so yeah, it is smoother for now. And what I'm gonna do is brushes. Brushes doesn't want to stay open. That's frustrating. Because right now I don't think I've got pressure sensitivity even on. Oh, it is. That's weird though. Wow. I don't like this very much. Yeah, it's just I can't even, for some reason the brush dynamics doesn't even want to open right now. It does not like to be open. Oh. No. We're Oh, ATM machine, thank you for dropping by. Yeah, I'm just Still wrestling with this. It's so bizarre. That one palette does not want to open. Okay. None of the palettes want to stay open, except the ones that are open. Oh. Yes, pushing Grandpa's CS2 to the limit. This is... I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. No, no palette. No palette wants to stay open? Yikes. Maybe restart the program. Yeah, I'll restart the program then. Okay. We'll do that. Very strange. Very strange. Thanks you guys for kind of hanging in there. It's never smooth, not even on a really good day. But on a day where I am trying, I guess, something new, and all bets are off. Let's see. Okay, there we go. It opens up. Okay, so the brush dynamics is on. That didn't even... Okay, here we go. Of course, and you know, it's always the same mantra repeated every time. It wasn't like this when I was trying it earlier. Okay. Control pen pressure. Ugh. That's with the mouse. Yeah, it wasn't like this when I tried it earlier. Unfortunately. See, the shape dynamics is the only one that's on. Yes. Murphy's Law of Demos. This is ridiculous. Well, I was going to actually try to use the stylus, and I said it was perfect, of course. So now it's anything but. Yeah, that's not that great, is it? Well, it could. I don't know if it has anything to do with anything. But never mind. Let's just never mind that. Let's actually turn off brush dynamics, because for pixel art, the way I do pixel art, I'm gonna not need that. So I'm gonna turn that off anyway. Increase load on the computer. Yeah, it could be that. Jim plays games. Never mind. We're gonna just start working on what we were gonna work on, and then let's say, at 9 we'll play the trailer. Yeah, we'll play the trailer. Okay. So this is the scene that we've had. This is for the introductory sequence for the game, where you kind of get the story behind what has happened with the Crimson Diamond before the player is involved. And what it is the fisherman is gutting this fish, and out pops a diamond. And so this is that moment where he gets to gut the fish. And we're gonna do a little bit of work on this. Oh, Eden with you were able to hunt down CS2 versions of InDesign and Illustrator, install them on your 18-year-old PowerBook. Nice. Nice. Okay, so here's the current state of the bucket. Oh, I guess ATM Machine did not get to see the current state of the bucket. But I was thinking with the log, I actually might need to shift it a bit back or make it bigger. for the guy. That's kind of what my thought was today, looking at this. And yeah, I don't have enough confidence in the radio buttons right now. But oh yeah, I was going to show you guys some of the other buttons here that are built in. So we have these express menus. There are two side buttons on this Wacom stylus. If I press one of them, I set it up so I get this one radial menu that lets me have a bunch of different options, like toggling a keyboard on screen or whatever. The other button that I have on the top of this will open up another other kind of menu, this Wacom screen keys thing. So in that way, there's actually a lot of different options I can put right at my fingertips, which is nice. And actually, this is a second radial menu. So here's a radial menu. The first one's called an express menu. So this is this one. The second one is a radial menu with other options. So I haven't really mapped all these things because there's already more than I really need. Oh, thank you, Cosmic Void 3. The boots and bucket look great, and so do the trousers. Bucket has gone through many iterations. Yes, the plan for today was I want to just put some finishing touches on the drawing, and then we'll do some animation. I think we were thinking sparks. We need to make the fire work a little bit. Yes. Yeah, the day of unfortunately, I wanted to make it so that the certain commands would only work in this version of Photoshop, but these are just all my this is globally what's working. So yeah, I'm just unfortunately I wanted to map it specifically to this application, but for whatever reason it doesn't want to work that way. So we'll just work with what we have. But okay, right. Yeah, it's basically a verb coin. Just to Jeffy, you're right. We do need a random shooting star. That is absolutely correct. Yeah. So, first thing I'm going to do is fix clean up, I think, some of the bark in the trees here. And I'm trying to like get myself used to using the side buttons because I haven't really gotten used to this, so I need to see what did what. Nope. Save. Okay. So there's brush here, and I need the eyedropper tool. Radio menu. No. So which is something I use quite a bit actually. So I want it to be somewhere I would use it a lot. So let's see. Lasso, deselect, delete. The Wacom menu is kind of nice. So let's look at the express key settings. And why don't we make this key, because it seems like I want to use it as a keystroke. Let's make that I for eyedropper. Right. Ooh, and I misspelled eyedropper. Right. Eyedropper. Oh yes, the Canadian tunes. I'm sorry. Yes, of course. Oh, and VLC Media Player crashed. That's why that stopped. Right. Nothing is perfect. Can you make multiple configurations of the tablet as though for different users, Davor asks? I actually don't know. That's a good question. So I'm actually going to move the keyboard completely out of the way and see if I can just get by on what we have here. And something else I use quite a bit is the X for switch. So I'm just going to, as I'm doing this, keep remapping this stuff. Keyboard keystroke. X for switch. Okay. Okay. Okay, so why don't we just take it really slow and easy and just start cleaning up some of this stuff. Reverse eyedropper mousiness? Oh wow, just a Jeffy. Linux support is bad for Wacom. That's too bad. Yeah, they don't they seem to really just do their own thing, Wacom. Oh, do I have? Oh, for some reason my opacity is at 70. Okay. It's no good. Okay, so we're gonna just start slow. We're just gonna clean some stuff up, make this ready to go. I usually, when I do animation, I tend to leave that till last. Actually, the way I use eyedropper is I use Alt in concert with the brush key, so I'm gonna do that instead. That's what I would naturally do if I was using this with a keyboard, so. Yeah, exactly. The switch for back and forth color I use quite a bit. Oh, you found an article on ragtime music in Canada. Nice. Do you want to link it up or something? Or you can, like, tweet it? Northern Lights is not. I don't think Northern Lights is that common in Northern Ontario, Edenwaith. I think it's more out west. Your tablet is 4K resolution. I think it is. Everything is very small. Everything is small right now. The menus are tiny. That's true. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting used to something new, I think. And I'm not that good at getting used to new things. So I have to just figure it out. And that's why I've kind of really been putting off working with the Wacom, because I'm so used to doing things fast that when I can't, I'm like, I don't have time to learn something new. I need to get this done now, you know? I think I'm not alone in that. It does still feel kind of laggy. I probably need to fiddle with the video settings. So when I get off of stream, hopefully if I remember, I'll remember to do that. Oh, undo. Save is at the bottom. Yeah, switching costs are not insignificant. It's a bit of a. It's just something that has to be done. And eventually it'll be better. But yeah, the good old Surface Pro 2. I've had it for, 8 years. You get really used to something. Hard to give it up, And it still works. There's nothing wrong with it. Kind of feel bad just upgrading, But these things have to get done sometimes. So, I think this is more my speed, just to get used to these tools again. And yeah, unfortunately, the fun part of the animation does tend to get left to last. But yeah, the stylus on a Wacom, is super nice when it's working properly. Dual tablet streaming setup incoming. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to turn into a Dan where I've just got 5 computers going at once. Dear, I got to give the Surface Pro a big hug and let it go. Oh, it's so hard, isn't it? The Surface Pro 2 get to live on a farm. Well, yeah, we can say that. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with stuff like this. I get so attached. And of course, we have to be realistic. Weird. So it does go back to brush? It does go back to brush. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna clean up. You can see like this tree here is not, it's got holes in it. Doesn't really, it's not doing a good job of being a tree. And I can already feel the save button is all the way at the bottom of the express keys, and I want it to be closer. Or just put it on the pen. So every time I touch the pen, I can I save a lot. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to dial down the video settings in the future because it's still kind of chugging. But not unmanageable for now. But yeah, this is something I guess I've needed to do for a while. There's probably a mallet hidden in the tree. Do any of these trees have holes in them? Yeah, there's no puzzles in this part of the game. This is just an animated sequence that will last for seconds. Okay. Oh, I said 9 o'clock. We're going to run the trailer. So, I'm going to do that. See, we're slowly getting used to this new thing. Very slowly. Use mallet on bucket. Yeah, Albionium, it's impossible. I mean, once you get into that habit of Control S, I compulsively use Control S. This sounds like a modern hymn. I wonder what piece is this? Some name of, I have no idea what that is. If there was a bucket, you guys would be all over it. Well, yeah, well there's a bucket, but I mean, I don't think the game has a mallet in it. So here we go, nice and easy. We're just gonna get used to our tools again in this new context. Nothing crazy. Super chill. Even though the brush is being a little finicky, we're not gonna make it a big deal. Like, why isn't it? Yeah, there it goes. Yep. Fingers twitch to perpetually save. It's just... And also backing up is a whole other thing. I've started to use Google Drive more frequently. Let's see, so this tree... Because I've been finding, I guess you guys would probably say this was terrible, but I think I've busted a hard drive. Well, I know I busted a hard drive, and I might have semi-busted another hard drive by connecting them to non-powered USB hubs and then connecting them to my laptops, which is probably a huge no-no. And so I've been trying to use cloud services a little bit more. Someone tell me that it's the worst idea to try to use a hard drive and then a non-powered USB hub. Ah, Jim Plays Games use an automatic backup service for the best. Oh yes, Mousimus, that modified file asterisk indicator, AGS does that. Adventure Game Studio has that same indicator. And I need to make it go away as fast as possible too. But yes, has anyone heard of corrupting hard drives by connecting them to non-powered USB hubs? Because I think I've done that at least once, possibly twice. Is that a thing? Because I suspect it is. Oh, thank you, Mousimus. Okay, we now have confirmation. Hard drives corrupt on underpowered USB hubs. So, PSA... don't hook up hard drives to non-powered USB hubs. You will bust a hard drive. Deluxe Tux says the same thing. You're hard on external hard drives, they never seem to last. Okay, when power goes weak, they power down without saving properly. Okay. Very interesting, Albionium. I like your lateral thinking. Best way to do backups is to make a really popular video game, put your personal files into the game assets, that way everybody will have a copy of your files for free. Oh, Edenwith is not corrupted an external hard drive that way. But do you use non-powered USB hubs? So yeah, I'm trying to trust hubs less. Because I feel like definitely the Western Digital that I had, that was a spinny type of drive, I feel like I busted it by doing that. And I've got even a solid state drive, which I thought would be okay, and I still think I've kind of semi-busted it. I don't think it's all the way busted though. But okay, Macs are better, that provide more juice, Musmus says, in regard to the hard drives. I see. Well, anyway, that's what I suspect happened. So so right now on the Wacom, the thing is with the Wacom is it does not have any USB-A slots. It has 2 USB-C slots and a Thunder Drive slot. So I had to get a hub, and I happened to get another non-powered hub because I, of course, am trying to be keeping everything as portable as possible. But I think I'm eventually going to have to face the fact that non-powered USB hub drives are only good for certain things. So right now I've got a non-powered USB-C to USB-A hub that is powering the webcam and the mic. And I think that's okay. But hard drive, no. I'm not going to hook up any hard drive to this hub. See, if an external hard drive was disconnected accidentally, that would cause a problem, especially with mechanical hard drives. Yes. Interesting. Okay, Jim Plays Games says one thing that he's learned: SSDs can be bricked if they get full or nearly full. Keep at least 10 to 15% free to extend their lifetime. Yeah, so I'm coming to the capacity of the solid state drive I have that is hooked directly into the Wacom, so I got to be careful with that too. Oh, nice, Jester Jeffy. You have if I need IT help, I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know anything about IT myself. I went to school for art, and I know just enough programming to get into trouble. So I appreciate the offer. Mousemith has a 3-2-1 backup rule. 3 copies, 2 locations, 1 offsite. Oh, it's 9:05. We're gonna run the trailer. Yeah, I'm gonna keep. I think the evening is gonna be fairly chill. We're gonna fix these trees up really nice. I don't think we're gonna get to animation today because, like I said, animation is like the thing that happens last once we've completely settled all the art. But yeah, maybe not tonight. So, let us get back here. Oh, I love this camera so much. I thought I nearly bought like a little rim light thing, a ring light. But I said, you know what, I'm going to buy the camera first. I'm going to see if that's enough. And if I need to buy a ring light, I will buy one. But I hope I don't need to buy one. And it doesn't look like I need to buy one, so that's really good. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. Trailer. So, yes. I'm going to play the trailer. For anyone who's not familiar with the game and wants to see what the game looks like to play, there is a playable demo on Steam and on itch.io. And there it is. There's a link in chat for the Crimson Diamond demo, which is chapter 1 of 7 chapters. So I've just finished chapter 4 development, and I'm going to test it, polish it up, take in some player feedback that I've gotten since the last time I updated the demo, and then move on to chapter 5, hopefully. About how long is chapter 1? Chapter 1, watching other people play it on streams and stuff, it would probably be an average. It depends how involved you get with it. If you kind of follow the notebook prompts from beginning to end, it's probably like an hour and a half, I would say. But it depends how thorough you are. But I would say about an hour and a half would do it. I mean, if you're getting like helped along too, like if people are familiar with it and can give you hints here and there, that's about how long it would take, I would guess. But you can kind of have conversations with the NPCs if you want. If you kind of pay attention to what they're saying, and you can ask so-and-so about something, and then sometimes you can have these little conversations. They're not really necessary to progress the game, they're just kind of there for more detail. But yeah, if you just follow the notebook prompts, probably it takes like an hour and a half. There's a few places that you might get stuck a little bit even with the notebook prompts. The notebook does not explicitly say exactly everything you need to do, but it's pretty close. Yes. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the extra flavor conversation. I do want to add way more of that when the whole thing is kind of finished. But, you know, there's some you can ask people about Crimson. You can ask them. You can even ask them about, I think, their parents. You can ask them. There's a manual on the Steam page that is really old and not updated, but I think there might be a list of things you could try asking people, just general topics. You can ask about Diamond. You can ask about City. Anyway, there's a bunch. I mean, if you have conversations with them and they'll say certain words, and you could potentially ask them about those things. Sometimes, not all the time. And of course, you can ask them about other characters. Okay, so. Okay, Deluxe Talks. Says took about 1 hour 45 minutes to play through the first time, but you played around a lot. Yeah, and you can ask about cormorants. Yes, for sure, birds and things. Yes, yeah. So eating away makes a good point. If you try to open up every cupboard in the game, then it will take a little bit longer. But I know people can be super thorough with that type of stuff. So it depends on your playstyle, and yeah, how fast you read, because there's like a lot of text. But yes, let's play the trailer to give everyone an idea who doesn't know about the game already, what the game looks like, how it plays, and hopefully this is something that will appeal to you and something that you think you might want to give a shot. So let's turn off the music here. And here we go. Crimson, Ontario was once a prosperous, lively mining town. But that was a long time ago. Now it's quiet, nearly deserted, and some folks aim to keep it that way. Nancy Maple is an aspiring mineralogist assigned to follow the trail of a dazzling diamond. An intriguing cast of characters has converged under one roof, each meaning to get their own way. Or else. Will Nancy untangle the mysteries and machinations before it's too late? Will the sleepy town of Crimson shine once more? Find out in The Crimson Diamond, an upcoming adventure game by Julia Minamata. The Crimson Diamond demo is available on Steam and itch.io for Windows PC and Mac OS. Okay, right. So, his Fractal Mind Mike wants to know how do you get a physical copy of the game? And Eden With pretty much has the only current solution, which is burning the demo onto a CD. And then writing on that CD with magic marker. That's pretty. I mean, who knows what will happen in the future? It would be really cool to do a physical release. Those things are tricky and cost a lot of money. But I will never say never. That would be something that would be really cool to see. Alright, Pascal LaRue, good to see you. Yeah, and so the manual, I do want to finish the manual and update the manual, and that could be something that could be printed out by people, interested parties. Oh, what was I eating? I was eating apple slices and oranges, and this is persimmon. And I was trying to see how much food I could stuff in my mouth in a minute. Turns out it was 2 small apple slices, a slice of persimmon, and an orange slice. Okay. Yes, I studied art. I did not study pixel art in school. I just kind of self-taught, but it was pretty easy to self-teach myself because I had so many great examples from Sierra games. Um, oh, back to music, back to Canadian music. No, yeah, so I did not, but I had like the Colonel's Bequest and all that kind of stuff. Really good examples, plenty of examples of the style. But probably my art training or schooling did go a long way in helping me to be to do pixel art more easily, probably to learn it more easily because I did have that foundation. How many floppies, Pascal Leroux? Too many, actually. I think and because here's the thing, because Dan the musician is making the music for the game, and the music takes up a lot of space. In fact, this is actually going to happen where the game will be smaller than the music files, I'm pretty sure. So the game would be way too many floppies. Right now, I think if you install the demo, it's about 75 megabytes. Stephen Emond, just a Jeffy. Oh, where do I know that name from? Hold on, I gotta look that up. Because I know the name and it's killing me. So, because of Dan's music, yeah, because of Dan's music, it would never fit on floppies. Okay, author. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, you'd print and manufacture your own? That's awesome. Yeah, I would love to. In fact, my a little bit of a dream I have for it would be when going to events, have like them in floppy, in sandwich bags, with like a little USB key and then maybe the manual or something. That would be fun. Yes, mouse is kaki. Yeah, we call it kaki. My mom calls it kaki because that's the name for persimmon in Japanese. And so actually, hold on. This is why we don't get much done here, and that's totally fine. So for some reason, the kakitane, which is the persimmon seeds, there's a kind of senbei, which is a rice cracker that gets roasted. There's a kind of rice cracker that's called kakitane. That's, I think, it's rice cracker and also with roasted peanuts, I think, is the snack. And I don't know why it's called kakitane, because the kakitane looks like this, and the kakitane senbei does not look like this. So I don't know what's going on with that. But the popular Japanese snack kakitane it's called persimmon seed. If anyone can explain this, please explain it. Yes, no Jordan almonds. He wrote on, yeah. Oh, who remembers printing CD labels? I think I had a printer that did it, and I don't think we ever did it. I don't think we ever printed directly on the CDs. Yes, and I agree, Factomine. My Colonel's Bequest is one of the greatest EGA games of all time. It's my favorite. I think it's the best looking Sierra EGA game. And last Friday I was on a Grog chat that was talking about LucasArts versus Sierra games, and I said from an artistic point of view, Sierra gave us way more EGA games and way more EGA screens and way more EGA art. So if I had to pick one from that bias of the art, I would say Sierra. But of course, the EGA version of The Secret of Monkey Island is amazing in so many ways, and I love the art in that so much. Oh, Fractal Mind Mike, interesting. Is there a way to get the original MIDI files for those of us with MIDI hardware? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna message Dan to ask that, because that's really interesting. Someone wants to know if we'd provide the original MIDIs for TCD. Okay, so I'm asking Dan that right now. We'll see what he says. Because you're not alone in being a DOS nerd. Dan is a gigantic nerd. It's good. It's a good thing. Oh, interesting, Pascal Leroux. Yeah, Murdoch Mysteries is, I think it's Canadian-produced mystery series, and it's that same era, I think. So I should watch more Murdoch Mysteries. And you also agree that Colonel's Bequest is the best looking? Yes. The lighting of that game, so good. Oh, Bill Kuhn, you also never printed CD labels at home? It's weird. It kind of was a bit freaky. We never attempted it. Dan would want to make that happen, Dave. Oh, he's responding. We'll see what he says. Ah, you listen to Dan on the DOS Nostalgia podcast? Yes. It's a CBC gem, Pascal Leroux. Truly Murdoch Mysteries is. He says we could. He says we could. Oh, I didn't start the captioner. That's another way to prevail upon the resources of the MT, the Wacom. So we have captions. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn them on. The best way to label a CD is always a Sharpie. Yeah, that's the only way I know how to do it. Okay, so that's that. We show the trailer. We're going to go back into Photoshop and just continue to very slowly... Oh, where'd Photoshop go? very slowly work on these trees and get used to the stylus. That's what we're gonna do. So, yes, Dan says we could provide the original MIDIs for the game. That's crazy. They're actually not MIDIs in Adventure Game Studio. We convert them to OGG files. But we shall see. How happy is Dan that someone asked for the MIDI files? I will ask him that. I will ask him if he's happy. Yeah, I bet, just a Jeffy, I bet every working Canadian actor has showed up on Murdoch Mysteries. Although I haven't watched very much of it, it is a decent show. Oh, and they're converted into a weird resource in original SCI games as well. I'm just going to ask him, is that something that's tough to do? Too tough to do or cool? You have an MP32, just a Jeffy, and would love to play the MIDI files on it? Oh boy. That's two of you now. Okay, two people at least would like it. Okay. 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 Yes, we're gonna clean these trees up. Nothing too challenging. I gotta remember to change it from 1080p to a lower resolution and make the FPS not 60 but what, 30? Is 30 what we're aiming for? Okay. Okay. Lower SPF to 30 and 1080p can stay for art stream. Oh, the bit rate is what I changed. So the bit rate is like 2500 now. BPS is 2500. Consider lowering. Okay, let me write this stuff down. Okay. 1. Lower FPS to 30. 2. Keep 1080p. 3. Oh, consider lowering to 1080p to stream. Oh, cool. Okay, Fractal Mind Mike. If you get the game on GOG, if I get the game on GOG, I will be tweeting it all over the place for sure. So don't you worry about that. So if you follow me on Twitter, which is this Twitter. If you follow me on that Twitter, and you can hear about that if it does happen. Oh, he says we could provide the MIDI files, but would make it part of a bonus. So we will see about the MIDI files. Okay, so oh, so I'm just gonna check that notification. Because I heard it. Oh wow, Embersing, thanks for the gift subscription to Fractal Mind Mike. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Yay. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Great. Yes, thank you for that. That's really nice of you. Yeah, so we're gonna keep going with this, and yeah, we do need to define these trees better. Oh, Dan's saying for a collector's edition we might do the midis. So. Nice. So stay tuned for that, I guess. Well, even still, even with the settings being a little too high, it's still not as bad as trying to stream art on the SP2, which chugged a lot more. Yeah, this is definitely an improvement. Even if it's still a little slow, I imagine the next art stream will be hopefully better once I change some of settings. Whatever edition comes with the soundtrack, yeah. Yeah, so we would do like a special edition where there'd just be one with the game and one with the game, separate soundtrack, MIDI as well. So we have that on. I think that's a good idea. Good. Sounds like a plan. So yeah, stay tuned. There just maybe there may be midis in the future. Nice. Adobe CS2 was released before computers had multiple CPU cores. It was really inefficient. It's really inefficient. Stay tuned. Thank you, Tim Please Games. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine this is not optimized for anything anymore. But I'm not I'm not prepared to let go of CS2 yet. This is super weird. I see that when it's sketchy, it's all well and good, but then when you actually have to define where everything is, it gets a little tricky. Ooh, what was the first digital art software I used? Probably Corel Draw. Probably Corel. Oh, you know what? Well, for drawing, yeah, probably Corel Draw, or like of course MS Paint. Yeah, probably MS Paint then. Just like everybody else, I guess. CS2 seems more than adequate. I I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything using CS2. It suits my needs just fine. Yeah, there's nothing that I want to do that it can't do really. And it could be better with animation and stuff, but I actually use ImageReady for that sometimes when I'm doing animated GIFs. And I have worked a bit with Sprite, and I do like some aspects of Sprite. And I do want to learn it more. But it's just one of those things, again. Deskmate's paint program on the family Tandy. Ooh, deluxe animated by EA, Fractal Mind Mike. Just a Jeffy, you miss old school Corel Draw. I don't even remember how much of Corel Draw I ended up using, but I do remember giving it a try. I think we had it in high school. Yeah, Sprite is a really great program. if I had to pick one pixel art, well, not that I've tried anything else really, but that is a good one. It has some nice quality of life stuff that Photoshop doesn't have, but not enough for me to switch. So. Yeah, this is. Oops. This is the kind of the part of the art stuff that isn't quite as fun, I guess. Just the gentle cleaning up of these trees. But it has to get done. And it is good practice after all. Oh yeah, speaking of drawing programs, I have spoken about this before, but I do enjoy Medibank Paint on the iPad because it has a layer structure like Photoshop does, and you can export as a Photoshop file, which is really handy. So I use that when I don't want to. When I'm traveling, like if I'm on a train or something and I want to do work, the form factor of the iPad is really nice, and I can save it to Google Drive and pick it up again in Photoshop. Tandy's Micro Illustrator. Deluxe, and then you move to Deluxe Paint too. I don't think I ever used Deluxe Paint. I remember there was one art program that was kind of an EGA art program. I don't remember what it was called, but it wasn't really drawing. It was basically, there were like image assets like kids and dogs and cars and stuff, and you could build little scenes with that stuff. And it was red, blue, green, and some other color. And I liked playing with that a lot, but it wasn't really a drawing program. Yes, Pascal Leroux, I can't not have layers. It's really, really important to me. So when I see sometimes like drawing apps and stuff, if they don't have layers, and I immediately lose interest. Yes, Doug has 2 fish for supper tonight. He's eating well tonight. Ooh, DOSBox Deluxe Paint 2. What are the file formats for that stuff? Are they GIFs? Yes, exactly, Dave. Or not in this day and age can we not have layers? Does MS Paint have layers now? It probably does. PCX DBM. Okay. Okay, Deluxe Paint has its own file formats. Okay. Paint 3D kind of does. I learned the other day that there is no actual reason why a file format needs to have 3 letters. It could actually have any number of letters if you're making up your own file format, which kind of I was kind of blew my mind a little bit. But the convention is 3. Yeah, 3 letters standard for DOS. But yeah, I mean, I was I'm on a Discord thread with a dev or other, and they're making their own file format, and it's kind of funny to know that it doesn't have to be 3. Well, MS Paint hasn't changed in a long time. I thought that they had a bunch of improvements to MS Paint. But maybe that was 20 years ago, when I still think that's recent. But I haven't used it in forever, so I couldn't even. Yeah, I think the reason that this brush is kind of stuttering is the same reason the stream might be not optimal. So anyway, we're still working everything out. Next time it'll be better. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the old MS Paint was better for pixel art. Okay. Oh yes, Asprite uses .asprite as an extension. Ha! I didn't even realize that, and I do use Asprite. No layers in MS Paint? Huh. That surprises me. So the file format is just a label. I see. I don't know enough about this stuff. That's kind of amazing to me. Hopefully next week, next art stream, I'll have these technical issues ironed out, and I'll be able to show the beautiful way that Wacom styluses work, because clearly I can't right now. Let's see. Yes, he's gutting a fish, yeah. So there's a very small animation that's going to happen where he kind of drags that knife across the belly, and then it cuts to a close-up of the belly and the stuff coming out, including a diamond. Guts, yes, exactly. Very nice. The Crimson Carbuncle. I almost called the game the Crimson Herring. Yes, and that's right, Albionium. Guybrush Threepwood famously named because he was a guy drawn in deluxe paint brush file. So, yeah. Guybrush. Yeah, yeah. Or the girl with the crimson herring. That's even worse. So, yeah. We're all very fortunate that did not come to pass. I guess I should ask Dan if we're doing music next week. So let me just text Dan. Can you stream music next week? Yes, the Crimson Herring, clever, not as good a title as Crimson Diamond. Yep. What about the girl with the Crimson Herring? Kind of a play on the girl with the pearl earring? No? Yeah, there should be an I don't know how to do Steam achievements, but there should be an achievement called the Crimson Herring. But no, I'm glad Crimson Diamond is easier. It's easier to spell and figure out, and I'm glad that it's done that way. The girl with the diamond tattoo, the girl with the pearl earring, the girl with the crimson herring. Yes, I should make cool red herring earrings. That sounds cool. I wonder how hard it is to carve carnelian like we saw in those pictures. Have like a crimson herring a signet ring or something. At least this computer is not running out of virtual memory and I have to shut off the music, so that's nice. The carnelian herring, very nice. Yes, the girl with the crimson herring, starring protagonist Lizette Salamander. ATM machine, very nice. Ah, Deluxe Tux says, it seems with all things being equal, including achievements may boost sales. I gotta ask. I'll have to ask like Francisco and Dave how that all works. Because like I said, I know enough programming to finish the game, but nothing else. I don't know how to do anything else than that. I barely got the game a Steam page and got the game on Steam. That took a lot of time. It nearly didn't happen because I couldn't figure it out. There's likely an AGS plugin, you think, Jim plays games for achievements? I don't know. You think? Ooh. If I was making feelies for the game distribution back in the day, what cool trinket would I include? Replica diamond concealed inside a real herring? Yes, exactly. A rich, ludic, and aromatic experience. Genuine fish. Yeah, it would be really cool to have like a cute little, like, you know, sort of a zippered herring, like a pencil case that's a herring, and have like a little fake diamond in that. That would be nice. It'd be cool to have, I don't know, well, I have postcards, so postcards are fun. So postcard from Crimson Lodge, and, you know, maybe like stickers that are stamps, like look like stamps. That type of thing would be maybe cute. Of course, Jordan almonds would be cute. A yellow scarf like Nancy has around her neck. What else? Yeah, right now I'm not using any of these radial menus. Look at all these menus I get. I'm not using any of them. That's fine. Ooh, yeah, like this Pascal, there are Swedish fish, right? Those that are red and raspberry flavored. That's a really good idea. Okay, yes, Edenway says AGS games can do Steam achievements. Done some research but haven't figured out it entirely. Okay, cool. Ooh, okay, Mousemas found some AGS Steam plugins on GitHub. Okay, we're in business. You have so many menus, you just use your non-pen hand for keyboard hotkeys. Yeah, I want to move to this ideal of having everything just be with the side buttons, the radial button, and all these beautiful radial menus. Radial menus. Radial menus. Where's the other one? There it is. Look at all these. I can use all these fun ones. I can use every single button eventually. Just not now. I only need 3 buttons right now. This song was the Crimson Diamond theme before Dan came along and just did this amazing theme that he's done for the game. Bella Holton, as a Swede, you can confirm the existence of Swedish fish. That would be a fun thing to have. And that would be fun just to even at an event have those little packages of Swedish fish. If I could get those rebranded as like just have Crimson Diamond packages of Swedish fish, I'd love that. Or like those ring pops even. Clear ring pops. It's fun to think about feelies. In fact, did the music stop or did it crash? Oh, it didn't. Okay. Yes, ring pops. Yeah, imagine a physical event. I actually have done some Crimson Diamond cross stitching, and I was thinking it would be fun to make little kits of that, where you get some black cross stitching material, and there's a pattern in there, and it's got the embroidery thread in the EGA colors. I would love to make up little kits like that, and so I guess a deluxe edition would include the soundtrack and the MIDI files and a cross stitching kit and Swedish fish and a ring pop. All these things. Yep. Imagine a physical event. Yeah, the scrolling wheel is working. Kinda. I'm not hearing any music. Did VLC crash again? VLC crashed again. Why? Hmm. What happened? 1 second. Yeah, I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't sell a finished cross stitch, but just the materials for the cross stitch I would probably do. So hold on, I need to figure out VLC Media Player again. Disappeared. You'd think this would be fairly straightforward. Quadrille. Why would it keep crashing? None of this, everything is right on this machine. Nothing is on any external hard drive. We talked about how finicky that can be. So nothing's like that, so I don't know why it's doing this. There we go. Winamp wouldn't crash, you're right. Maybe one of the MIDI files is corrupted. Could be. And why does it say that the playlist is currently empty? Okay. Anyway. This is fine. This is all fine. This is all under control. Okay. Okay. So Dan is not confirmed he can stream next week, so I still hope he can. Okay. Back to this. And I didn't realize that there's still a lot of this upper bit to go. But I was gonna vignette it. Huh. Probably. Jim Plays Games, thanks for coming by, as always. It's good to see you. Happy Crimson Tuesday to you, and hope to see you next week. You vote for no vignette? Okay, so if there's not going to be a vignette, then I'm going to have to clean more. Okay. Brush size. Okay, so I somehow forgot that there was this whole section of this. We'll just extend the design up a little bit and see where that goes. You like the vignette, Albionium? Oh, we have, ooh. Should we do a poll? Okay, let's see. I don't know how to do a poll. How do we do a poll? I don't know how to do a poll. Never mind, we're not going to do it. But yeah, I can see we have people who are coming out in favor for the vignette. So yeah, probably. What I liked about the vignette, story-wise, is it kind of separates the story of Doug Herring, the fisherman, from Nancy's story. So the parts of the story that involve him are vignetted, and then the parts that involve you, the player, and Nancy are not. So that's kind of the reasoning behind that. So yes, I guess this is a democracy now, so we're gonna go with consensus. You guys. It's always nice to come stream and hang out. Why is nothing happening? Oh, am I down? I'm down some layers. What happened? Oh, Deborah, how are you exporting your GIF? So let's see, it's about 10 o'clock now. I think we'll go until 10:30 again. I think that's going to be standard for art streams. Because actually, I do want to get into some Chapter 4 polishing work tonight. And so that's kind of my excuse for going. So we'll call it at 10:30. And some other stuff done. Ugh. You're trying to concatenate 2 MKVs back to back. Yeah, I use something called Bandicut. So when Dan does his music streams, the first part is the pre-stream, which I do on my channel, and then Dan does his part. So I stitch them together in something called a free program called Bandicut. And occasionally, you know, at the front of the stream, I'll trim the few minutes where the title screen is just playing for the VOD. And it's kind of amazing how long that takes. Oh, you use AVIDMUX to merge MKVs? Can it also trim Mousimus? Because I'm always on the lookout for something. Like the Bandicut works fine and it's free, but then at the cut, they show their logo, which I don't really mind because I didn't pay for it. Bandicut. Oh, side-by-side Capwing. Okay, this is good to know. Because I was having a heck of a time finding something that all I needed was a program that would trim the front and end of stuff for the beginning and end of streams, and then something that would stitch them together, 2 videos together. That's all I wanted. Oh, nice. Capwing does no logo. Nice. Thank you, thank you. More stuff to figure out. Thank you. Okay. Oh, you have to check that out in a bit. Yeah, when I make an animated GIF or whatever, I use Image Ready still. Like for when I do like gameplay animations when I want to show those. Oh, yours recompressed. I find when I'm saving animated GIFs, I'll double their size, because otherwise, yeah, it looks really weird. When Twitter or whatever tries to resize something on its own, it just looks bad. So I'll double the size of the GIF. Thank you, Mousimus. AVDMEMUX. Cool. Yeah, at least double it, yeah. Because I made that mistake a few times for sure. Yeah. Yeah, when I first was posting animated GIFs on Twitter, I just was like, why are you doing this to me? I think animated GIFs do really well on Twitter. I'm trying to separate these 2 trees from each other. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dave. If something's animated, it just catches the eye and just gets way more attention, I think. Actually. Hmm. Yeah, and I like looping GIFs especially. Especially if you can't tell that they're looping. Just as Jeffy says, at work sometimes we have these back and forth email threads that are communicated exclusively via animated GIF. Yeah, it's actually it is a form of like a new form of communication now, isn't it? Yes, perfect loop GIFs are perfection. So I'm hoping this weekend to make another pair of earrings and talk a little bit about another stone, because what I did is I ordered a number of different kinds of cabochons of the same size, so that I would only need to buy one size of the earring settings, and so hopefully I'll have a new mini presentation to show you guys of a semi-precious stone. Yes. Yeah, future generations will communicate entirely by memes and animated GIFs. It's a form of language for sure. Yes, it's true. I guess early languages were symbols. Now we have animated symbols. And I guess that's how, like in Japanese and Chinese, the characters started as pictures that became more stylized and simplified. And so we get letters, just like Pascal Leroux said, the letter A. Those letters also have bases in pictograms. Yep. Darmok and Gelada Tanagra. Yep. We'll get there. Maybe not. One of the things I really like about Star Trek: The Next Generation is the bloopers, the outtakes and stuff, because you realize that everyone has their serious Star Trek voice, and then they just have their regular voice, and hearing the difference on the bloopers is kind of a lot of fun. I can't wait for a next art stream where this is all gonna be perfect, you guys. Gilgamesh at Uruk. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Someone had his face was wet. The other person had their arms wide. Timid was something. Wasn't the guy in that one? Was that the guy from Family Matters? The father? I can't remember. Was that Reginald Val Johnson? In that episode? Oh, and Warner Brothers. I've seen some of the blooper stuff from the 30s and 40s. That stuff is kind of amazing. It kind of reminds me of when we see kind of photographs of people and from the olden. Why is this not switching anymore? Switch. Okay. When we see photos of people from the olden days where they're not serious, like you usually see people from the olden day photos, you can see that they're just like us. Timba, his arms wide. Somebody on the ocean. I can't remember their names. Mirab, his sails unfurled. Oh, Paul Winfield. Was Jimmy Baines on Family Matters? Jimmy Baines? Hmm. Anna, good to see you. Ooh, you're running giant pieces of maple through a thickness sander? That's very appropriate, considering the main character of the Crimson Diamond is Nancy Maple. Oh, good. I'm glad you take the time to watch back. Which reminds me, the Classic Gamers Guild podcast just put up their second episode of their Francisco Gonzalez interview. And the first episode, I listened to the first part of that interview, and it was amazing. It was so good. So please, anyone, and if anyone wants to drop the link for the Classic Gamers Guild podcast, it's a really... I haven't listened to the second part, but I'm sure it's just as good as the first. Yes, name the wood, Nancy. Your dresser's made of maple? Yeah. Of course. Thank you, Anna. Yes. Yeah, so that... Part 1 is excellent. I'm sure part 2 is wonderful. Francisco is full of great stories, and it's just a really, really nice person to listen to talk because he's just so like personable. And of course, Anna and her fellow co-hosts are also wonderful on that. So Paul gets some deep dives in and impresses Francisco with his knowledge of Francisco's old games. Yes. Massimo, just like in Conquest of Camelot, identify the gemstone with the manual. Oh my gosh, that sounds beautiful, Anna. You're making a waterfall desk for a doctor's office out of maple. I did get to visit Anna in where she lives, and we did a swap. I did an EGA portrait for her, and she made me a maple leaf pendant made of maple wood. Her neighbor friend, carved it by hand, and she finished it. She did all the beautiful finishing on it, and it's really precious to me. So thank you for that, Anna. Yeah. Yeah. Maple leaf, made of maple, made in Canada. It's got everything going for it. And I would wear it to events too. I wore it at Adventure X, and I wore it, I think, at EGLX as well. Just a Jeffy wants to know, what's the process of adding gradients and dithering to these screens? Yeah, that's something I usually do last. I did it a little bit here earlier just to show what that is. But all it really is a layer mat here. So this one is a checkerboard of black and nothing. And so that's what I've got going here. But I do tend to lay it down as one of the later things because I want, for the most part, the background to work visually without it, but then get enhanced by it. But that's going to be a whole other thing. I mean, if you guys remember the ROM piece, why don't we go back and look at that? This thing is just, it's got so much dithering. And what's fun is there was so much. Oh, where's the most recent one? Oh, these are really old versions of this. It only really got fun when we started playing with the dithering, which happened so late in the game with that piece. Now I'm trying to find where? I left it in my other pair of pants. Yep. Oh, what? That's so cool. And a waterfall desk, instead of the edge of the desk being an edge, the wood would flow over the corner and down to the ground as if it's one big long piece. That's amazing. And where is my ROM piece for this one? Of course I can't find it now. And it's not in the folder marked ROM because these are all from last year. Nothing is where it should be. Nope. That's fine. We're not going to show you the ROM piece. It's around. Nope. 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 I lied. We're not showing that tonight. Oh, thank you, Anna. I have to say, the portrait I did for you is one of my favorites. And I did want to make you look a little bit like a Leisure Suit Larry girl. Because I know that you're a big fan of Al Lowe and his work. So that was definitely the feeling I was going for. And so when one of your Facebook friends said that you looked like it was from Leisure Suit Larry, I thought that was the best thing ever. Because that's definitely the vibe I was going for. Hey, Chris Quinn. Yeah, we're doing nighttime shading, which is I guess this kind of blue nighttime is more, we think more like LucasArts kind of nighttime with this type of shading. Although in the Crimson Diamond, the game, I go with cyan for nighttime. But because this was fairly limited in terms of what the visual was going to be, I went with something with the dark blue, because I do like the dark blue for night as well. It felt too dark, and I wanted to still have my nighttime have color in it. So the nighttime in the Crimson Diamond looks more like nighttime if the moon was really full and bright. Because I didn't want it just to be shades of blue. Yes, there's a backup for the ROM piece somewhere. I think it's in. Now I'm getting a little paranoid. So why don't we just take a look where that is? See here, like it says here. There's a problem with this drive. This is the solid state drive. Scan the drive now to fix it. I've scanned it to fix it. It still gives me that error, and I think it has to do with me plugging it into an unpowered hub. So, not that good. Not that good. Let's go fishing for the piece. Let's go fishing for the piece. The ROM piece. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, I will break stuff mercilessly. It would at least be in my Google Drive. Where do all the files go? Where? Yeah, don't worry. You're meant to be just looking at my face, so you don't see all my files. What on earth? Everything is somewhere. 18. Is it this one? Here we go. Here we found it. It's still not finished. But yeah, we really went to town on all the dithering here. So here's that late great piece. And it's almost nothing but dithering when you really get down to it. Slat Studio, have a great night. No, please do, Anna. Please share your beautiful work. You're more than welcome to at any time. In Sierra's SCI editor, Jeffy wants to know, were the gradient colors available to the artist as specific fill colors? I wish I knew. Yeah, so this is the piece. It's a lot of dithering, but we were trying to capture a certain lighting condition. Oh wait, you guys can't see it. There. Oh, no. Am I still on Big Julia face? Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, I'm not in Big Julia face. Okay. Sorry. It's the worst. Because I stream from one monitor, so I have no idea what's going on. Here it is. Yes. This is the ROM, the Royal Canadian Museum piece we were working on forever. With all its glorious dithering, and you can even see on the side of the building here. I did the brick texture, but it's also dithered, which gives a nice kind of illuminated look to it. Thank you, Fractal Mind Mike. Yeah, thank you. It's still a work in progress. The trees are not completely done yet, but I probably worked on this one for more than a year, and I just wanted to run away from it, and so it's good enough for now, and I'll do adjustments as I need. But I should save it in another place. I should save it. I will save it here in the ROM folder where it should have been for this, but that is the most recent working version. So great. We are still cleaning up trees, doing this bit. Something super simple because yeah, the Wacom is not working optimally yet because of my silly high video settings that OBS detected automatically for itself. So I guess I can blame OBS. I will, because it can't defend itself. And are we back? We back to Big Julia again? I mean, back to... let's see. In 5 minutes, we're gonna start winding down. Dan still has not verified that he can stream music next week, but we hope that he can. If not, like I said, hopefully I will have another new pair of earrings with more of a story there. Hopefully I can also give you guys a bit more progress update on the Crimson Diamond. Although I will be mostly, hopefully by next week I'll be working on the feedback that I got from the demo, just the bugs and stuff I need to fix. Hopefully that's where I'll be. Because yeah, like I said, right now I'm just working on fleshing out some text parses for the new things that have happened in Chapter 4. And that's not really something that takes very long. And it's not something that will hopefully give me too much trouble. Yes, exactly, Deluxe. Like, that SSD is looking pretty full. After you said that it needs to have a little bit of wiggle room, I thought, yeah, that might be a problem. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I have another drive that I've got some room on, so I'm going to migrate some stuff off of that solid state drive, and we'll see if that helps. So yes, thank you guys for telling me that. In fact, that's another note for something to do. Migrate files off SSD. Yeah, for sure, that's something I have on my to-do list. Maybe I'll be doing that tonight, or some of that tonight. We're going to need a bigger disk. Oh, Pascal, wow, so you want fish and you're not even a big fan of fish? That is how appetizing this cyan fish looks right now. I love grilled fish, actually. And you're saying, Mousemith says the fuller the SSD, it wears out more quickly. Okay, I definitely have to clear some files off that. Oh, Cosmo431 went for a run. Yeah, the stream is going to end pretty soon, unfortunately. Yeah, there's apparently a bunch of stuff I need to do. I need to dial back my video settings for the streams. I need to clear off some room off my SSD, so hopefully it'll work a little better and last a little longer. And hopefully get into some Chapter 4 again, where I add some more conversational parses and stuff that the players might want to ask about. So, still have some stuff I want to get done tonight. Yeah. So we're going to be calling it soon, but hopefully next week will be a stream with Dan, and we'll do some more music. In fact, last music stream we talked about what we need is more cozy mystery music in the game, and so hopefully Dan will be able to compose something up for that. Just gonna double check my messages. Yes, and sound effects. Yeah, Mousemith. We need more of the sound effects. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I should have Dan start coding. He's gonna have to do some testing or something. Yeah, he's done a lot of the music. There's just a few things we've already talked about. There's some music that we probably aren't going to be composing on stream, just so there's something new for you guys to hear when you actually get to play the game. And you know, we don't want to show every aspect of the music. At least we want there to be a bit of surprise. So stuff like the ending, like the climactic music, we're probably not going to stream. But yeah, unfortunately, like Dan has well and caught up with me with all the music because he's so fast at it. I need to make more game. That's the issue right now. So once that happens, he'll be able to compose more. Oh, nice fact of mine, Mike. The shades work remarkably well on Nancy, I have to say. I enjoy how well she combines with other emojis. Yes, some mystery and mystery games, which is why, unfortunately, I don't really want to show the artwork and assets of when I was working on Chapter 4 artwork and assets, because I like it's one of those things where I want there to be something new for you guys to discover, and so I've been really careful about sharing stuff that is not in Chapter 1. Oh, yeah, it looks like Dan, I might have to do another art stream next week. So I'm definitely, that really motivates me to make another pair of earrings so that I can talk to you guys about them. It looks like we're going to be doing a back-to-back art stream. Yes, who amongst us has not said I need to make more game? Yes. Exactly, ATM Machine. We are not going to post the music for the climactic scene where Nancy fights the crime boss atop a moving train. Yeah, we're not going to show the whole kung fu fight sequence where Nancy shows you what she's got. We're not going to do that. And I'm definitely not going to work on the art for that either on stream. But let's see what we have. Yeah, it's coming. We're wrapping up, I think. It's coming to that time because work. Always something to do. But yes, next week more art and hopefully more gemstone talk and anything else I can come up with to make this, you know, something that was interesting. Oh, so you're referring to Heart of China. Okay, I didn't even realize that was a reference. No worries, of course we will let you go make more game. Yes, please. Well, before that I have to fix all the problems you guys helped me find today. That's going to be the first thing, because if I leave it till next week, it won't get done. So as soon as I'm off, I'm going to change those settings. But let's go on Twitch and see who's available to raid. Yes, Pascal LaRue, thank you so much for coming on. It's so funny that you say Murdoch Mysteries reminded you of the Crimson Diamond. I should call it Maple Mysteries is what the whole series should be, because I do want to make at least another game, if not another game after that. So yes, that's really fun that you came on, and thanks for popping by. I appreciate it. Enjoy your Murdoch Mystery binge. Yeah, we're not going to show Nancy's rocket pack because we don't want that to be spoiled. I think that will be really exciting for people. We also don't want to show the mecha fight between her and Nessa. I still have to design the mechas, or I might commission someone to do that. So yeah, that hasn't happened yet either. Who do we have tonight? Let's take a look at who we have to raid. The Renaissance is still streaming La Mulana. That's kind of amazing. I kind of admire that. Ooh, what's Pathologic Classic HD? It's a 2006 Windows game. What's that? That's what Taco Adventure is streaming, and I've never even heard of that. What is it? Pathologic? Anyone know that one? Pathologic Classic HD? Pathologic Classic. It's going to be one of those games where I recognize the one-page ad in Computer Gaming World. Whoa. That looks pretty heavy. Wow. Wow. Russian-made FMV, FPV, first person FPV adventure. Wow. I don't know. It looks pretty intense. This game would terrify me. It's terrifying me now. Yeah, Taco Venture. You know what? We haven't rated Taco Adventure in a while, in a long time. So, let's do one of those. Hold on. How am I going to do this? I'm going to do it over here. But thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming tonight and watching me struggle with a new setup. Although Dan struggles every week with his old setup, so fair is fair. But I hope to improve the experience next week, because it will be an art stream next week. Happy Crimson Tuesday, and it's always a pleasure to hang out and chat, especially in this day and age where that's not easy to do in any other way than this, but we'll take it. Thank you, Maximus. I did better than Dan. Oh, Cosmo43, I'm glad you find that stream, that scene terrifying. I'll take that as a compliment. And Bill Kuhn, thank you for coming as usual. Raid Taco Adventure. So we're gonna set up this raid. Thank you all for coming again. Hope to see you next week, where things will be even better and not as laggy, and VLC player won't crash, and you know, all these things I can promise. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming. It means a lot to me. It really does. And I still owe Dan like 16 Diet Cokes for suggesting this. One of these days, I'll just buy him a case and get it sent to his house. But we're not there yet. I don't know how many cans of pop are in a case, but we're not there yet. But when I do, maybe I'll send him a case. I think we're gonna enjoy some scary pathologic and cans of pop. Yeah, I'm from North America. I'm from Canada. We don't call it soda. Oh, thank you, Fractal Mind Mike. Thank you so much for the bits. And there used to be an animation for that where Corvus and Nessa were eating Jordan almonds, I thought. But thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. And yes, please, if you do stream, we'll see, you know, if I can make it. If I can't, I'll try to watch back, because it's free play testing. And that does not grow on trees. And I always am so appreciative of anyone who will take the time to play it. So thank you in advance. And it looks like everyone's on the bus. So thank you so much. Enjoy Pathologic. I will try to be on for a little bit, but I'm kind of hungry and need to get to work. But I'll see you guys there. So, rating.